Hello there, day 11 for long van on the Pennine Way again. This is Kisden Force on that. Roz has just been down with me to take a few of the old and new photographs that I'm doing. She's then going back to Land Rover and I'm meeting her again at Hill Inn. It's not a bad day apart from millions and millions of midges everywhere. So I'm going to cut this short, get away from the water and get up onto the top. See you shortly. So just about reached the top for the time being. There's another peak later on, I think, before we get to the Hill Inn. Pleasant day. Midges have disappeared mostly. So on we go. Hello, I guess I've been going about 3/4 of an hour and I seem to be about a third of the way there. I guess a lot of that was spent climbing out of Keld. So it's an easy morning, which is just as well because yesterday nearly killed me. At one stage yesterday I wasn't sure my knees were going to be good enough to carry on. A bit better this morning. Okay, so just carrying on, going along the side of this hillside. There's a road behind me that Roz will travel along to meet me at Hill, and Hill's just up that way. I guess I'm about halfway there now. That's a bit more. Loads of lapwings around. One's just tried to entice me along the path, I think, and I got very close to it before it flew off. Moments later I saw Roz going up the valley opposite, so I took this with my mobile phone. I've just finished the climb out of the valley up onto the top leading over to Hill. So we've come up that path here and we're going forward there. I should remember that every time I say something like I'm just reaching the top of this hill, that automatically means I'm not at the top of the hill. So I'm still about a quarter of an hour later. And this is the top of the hill. Because there's the Hill Inn. Approaching Hill Inn. Land Rover parked in front of it. Let's do the blind. 11:15. three of them. Look like they've got twinned fins. We stopped at the Tannhill Inn for about 45 minutes and had a pint and recreated some of the photographs from 1967. Hello there. I'm now at Tannhill Inn and I've had my first pint in a pub for 16 months probably, and behind me are the Slateholme Moors, and everybody complains about these, and Dean Reed calls them the Bogs of Bows. In 67 we didn't go through there at all. We went up that road there, and the reason we did that was quite simply because we were told to. I have here the AP Bin's book of 1967 guide to the Pennine Way. I feel a bit like Michael Portillo, so if you can imagine me in a bright pink blazer and perhaps yellow trousers, that would be great. Anyway, in this book, Alan Binns says, "The Ramblers Association leaflet directs the way northeast across Slateholme Moor, but the slow plod through the morass here does not give sufficient reward for the effort, and now I always keep to the road for 2 miles before taking the causeway to God's Bridge." That seemed like a good idea to us, so that's what we did. I've been agonising over whether I should go along the road or go across the Bogs of Bows. And since every waterfall we've visited so far has had absolutely no water running over it, I'm going to chance it by going across the Bogs of Bows. So here we go. I'm still going down the hill towards these bogs, but even so you can see in the distance, you can see the A66, I think it is, which is where Roz is picking me up. So my guess is that God's Bridge, where I'm headed, is straight in front of me, somewhere there. It doesn't look very far. There are white posts all the way down here. I don't know what it's like when you actually get in the bogs themselves. But, okay. Actually, just looking around there, I think that must be Crossfellow. Certainly that's Teesdale all the way along behind this fold in the ground. Well, I'm just making my way along the Frumming Beck, which is the stream over there, and it's been very easy. I can see in places how far people have sunk in, but for those who've had a bad time over here, I'm sorry to say I've not gone in more than a centimetre the whole way across so far. If I come out the other side with mud up to my waist, I might well delete this video. Okay, so Roz is waiting near the white house up there, I'm walking down the slope here to God's Bridge, which is at the bottom. I've then got to go up that obvious track, and there's a tunnel under the road to the left of that obvious track, and that's the Pennine Way. As I fall down a hole, that's the Pennine Way. So it's going to be another quarter of an hour, I guess. So at God's Bridge at last. It's taken me a lot longer than I thought it would. So that's the slab of limestone with the river flowing under it. Hardly any water in the river. A lime kiln over the road there, over the stream. The other side of it. So to the top of this field now. Okay, that's the A66, I think, on top there. So this is all new, this wasn't here when we came. You took your life in your hands and ran across the road. But of course, in those days there was nowhere near as much traffic. I only really wanted to come through here because Roz is waiting at the top. But this Armco pipe is exactly halfway. I don't know if you can read that. Congratulations on completion of half the Pennine Way. Good luck with the rest. So we've come from the far hill over there today, or since lunch, right across those fields there. Okay, so half the Pennine Way completed, and that's the end of day 10, I think. That was an old man on the Pennine Way again. Thank you for listening, and if you come back, see you again. Bye.